Well, as part of efforts to listen to people on the ground, members of the African National Congress's National Working Committee are visiting 3 regions in the Free State. The aim of these visits is to strengthen organizational structures as well as deepen engagement with leadership across the province. And SABC News reporter Makgala Masiteng joins us to further unpack this. Makgala, a very good afternoon. Good to have you with us. So what is currently happening on the ground with these particular visits? Where are you at this moment?
Thank you very much, Alicia. I am in Bloemfontein, and as we have indicated, of course, the National Working Committee of the ANC is, of course, visiting this province, and we have leaders that have visited various regions here in the Free State. So in Mangaung, the person who has visited is the ANC Treasurer General, Gwen Ramokgopa, and I've seen, of course, already there's been some engagement with some of the members of the ANC here, but I'm going to bring her on so that we talk about their visit here in the province specifically. Why are you here?
I just want to greet you, Makgala, and also your viewers and listeners. Indeed, the National Working Committee of the ANC, we have decided to visit the province. This is part and parcel of the culture of visiting our structures since we were elected. We did it before the elections of 2024, and we are also doing it post-election. We thanked the province, the branches of Mangaung here in Mangaung, but also all the branches in the Free State for having worked hard to put the ANC back into government as one of the provinces that the ANC governs. We know that we have also declined, so we were also discussing how to regain the confidence of the people that have not come out to vote. We looked at the strong areas of the ANC. The voter turnout was quite low. And some of the problems were because of the opposition, which in a way ganked against the ANC, and were also highly financed, more than the ANC was. However, some of the reasons are also from internal. We know that before we intervened with the current mayor, the Mangaung Metro was dysfunctional. So we intervened. And we've had branches also say they now see visible change in terms of service delivery, in terms of responsiveness. However, more still needs to be done, but they appreciate the intervention. We are also here as well to look at the implementation of the program of action that was released at the 113th anniversary of the ANC, which focuses on 2 specific clauses of the Freedom Charter, which we celebrate 70th anniversary this year. And these clauses are the people shall govern, meaning that we must go back to the people, understand their needs and be responsive and work with them for the development of our communities. The second one is the sharing of the economy and the wealth of the country. What can we do together so that we have a better life, deal with unemployment, especially of young people, but unlock the economic endowments that all regions of our province and also of our country have in mines, in the ocean economies, those that are oceanic, that have that are on the ocean side, in the inland, the issues of agriculture and all that. We need to be productive because nobody will come from outside and unlock these economic endowments.
I understand that later on, of course, because you are here for the weekend, you will at some point be able to meet also with the leadership in the province. And of course, there have been reports of talks of reconfiguration. Is that on the cards? Is it true? And also there were reports, of course, of some tensions among the leadership here in the province.
What we are here for is to understand ourselves, the state of organization, the state of preparedness to implement the program of action that was announced early this year, and also to share with the ANC in this region what programs there are, especially out of the Government of National Unity, and also as part of preparations to 2026 elections. Should there be issues that arise, we will deal with them at that time. But we don't want to be presumptuous. We've come here to engage, and we will respond to the issues that arise.
Let's talk to, I heard when you were addressing the members here, you did touch on the issues, of course, of comments that we've seen lately coming from the US, especially with regards to the land issue here in the province. Just a comment on that.
When we reflected on the global situation, because we look at both internal national matters that affect us and also the global one, you can't ignore the new American administration and the issues of the land, their response to the Expropriation Act, and the misinterpretation that they are making based on their erroneous briefings that they got from other elements from our country, that this is land grab. It's far from land grab. It is a very systematic, constitutional, legal process of ensuring that there is redistribution of land, especially to those that were dispossessed. It's a very important principle in the Constitution of redress.
How far have you gone in terms of trying to engage, of course, as you are saying that that's a misinterpretation, because this, of course, touches to your relations with other countries as well?
We engage continuously with all countries. It is our policy to not only build a better South Africa, but a better Africa and a better world. Because we believe where there's peace and there's justice, there's respect of sovereignty, there's collaboration, there's trade, positive trade for mutual benefit, then there is an opportunity for sustainability, for sustainable development, for security as well. So there are continuous engagement at different levels. We have also noted that other structures are also taking initiative to consult and all that, and that's what we encourage as South Africans. But what we need to do as South Africans, we need to present South Africa as a sovereign state and also as a state with obligations to its own citizens, and to foster good collaboration and positive trade. So we are concerned and we are in the process of engaging. We know that we'll be hosting G20 and after South Africa's presidents of G20, we are handing over to the USA. So it is our intention to build positive relations with all these multilateral structures, including BRICS, the G20 itself, non-aligned movement, and many other such structures that foster friendship and collaboration.
But how serious is this situation, especially just lastly, in terms of how serious this is becoming? Because already we are seeing again reports indicating that Elon Musk, for example, that he's indicating that his company couldn't operate here because of his race.
Well, that should be far from the truth. Actually, we have many white-owned companies that are having tenders of government, and they are part and parcel of partners of government through Business Unity South Africa and many other platforms that the government interacts with. So there is no exclusion. As we celebrate 70 years of our democracy, we acknowledge that South Africa belongs to all who live in it, and that has been the experience. However, it's also important to say that South Africa has an obligation to redress the past iniquities, the past dispossessions, and ensure that democracy is positive for all of us, especially those that have been previously oppressed. And that makes it mainly black people in general.
Thank you very much. That is the ANC Treasurer General Gwen Ramokgopa, of course, talking to us about their visit here in the Free State and also commenting on some of the national or international issues there, Alicia.
Thank you so much.